Hey, hello everyone. Today we're doing a VFR flight from Bermuda Dunes to Chiriaco Summit. It's a flight I've done before, but what's different is I'm going to use the Saitek Yoke and quadrant, throttle quadrant, that's what I'm trying to spit out there, instead of a joystick like I normally fly. So you're probably going to see some bad flying. I've been playing around with it a little bit, and it's taking some getting used to. Quite different than a joystick. I'll talk about some of the differences as we're in flight. So with that gets started, we are on Pilotedge and doing untowered to untowered. So start with our battery, fuel pump, beacon, mixture, throttle, clear prop, avionics, taxi, nav, pitot. Get our transponder on now since I always forget about it. Fuel to both. Alright, get our comm set up. For Bermuda Dunes, we want to be on 122.8. And we are going to 122.9. Let's fix that. Oops. There we go. 122.8, 122.9. For COM 2, I've got it normally at 121.5 for emergency. Lately, I've been listening to SoCal or LA Center just to hear some of the traffic. So I'm going to leave that on primary. It's kind of early in the day here, so I don't think I'm going to hear a lot of traffic, but you never know. Alright, we're at 24, 25 and a half. Got that set up. You know what I didn't set is ATIS. I should have done that before I put in my 122.9, so let's go to 118.325.
Jacqueline Cochran RGNL weather. Wind 330 at 5. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 12. Dew point 2. Altimeter 2991.
Perfect. So wind is 330 out of 5. Our runway options here are 10 and 28, so 28 is the closest to 330, so I'm going to take off on 28. Chiriaco Summit isn't very far, so I'm expecting the wind to be the same. Well, actually, it's the same ATIS, so that means that we're going to get the same result when we listen to it, which means we're going to go to 24 when we get there. Let me get this set back to 122.9. Bermuda Dunes traffic, Skyhawk 359er Golf Charlie, taxi, runway 28, Bermuda Dunes. Okay, game on. I do not yet have rudder pedals, and my joystick that I normally play with has a rudder control built in where you can twist the joystick for the rudder. I was curious how this would work without rudder, but it's actually it's very intuitive. It's a lot like driving a car, so taxiing works really well with the yoke. In fact, I think it works better than with the joystick. Okay, quick sanity check. To our left is 28, correct? Yes, I can see it. Okay. Let's just get our landing light on, turn off the taxi, get our strobes. Transponders on, we'll have a look around for traffic. And make our call. We're departing runway 28, climbing 3,500. Bermuda Dunes traffic, Skyhawk 359er Golf Charlie, departing runway 28, climbing 3,500, Bermuda Dunes. That's a truck. Okay. Always get worried when I see stuff moving in this game. Lined up. Full throttle. 350 and rotate. Okay, right now we're flying 2.8. As soon as I get to pattern altitude, I'm going to go 500 feet past that, and then we're going to do a 180, fly to the east. Do Palm Springs to the north with their airspace, just keeping an eye on that so I don't accidentally go into that. And 1500, do my turn. Overshot that a little bit. Let me fix that. So the first interesting thing about the yoke versus the joystick is the yoke always returns back to center. It's kind of like spring-loaded. So you can turn and then it'll recenter and you'll keep turning until you actually turn the opposite way. And I'm still getting used to that. Okay, so this is a nice VFR flight. We've got a highway to follow, which is awesome. There's Bermuda Dunes when we came from, Jacqueline Cochran off to the right there. And once we level out, you'll be able to see the road a little bit better. We're still climbing at 2300, but we're going to follow Interstate 10 right to Chiriaco Summit. So far, I think what I've commented on with the yoke is what's the big difference? It's that the joystick, the plane kind of flies wherever the joystick is, whereas with the yoke, it flies the last place where the yoke turned to. So if you turn left, the yoke will recenter, but the plane will keep turning left. And if you want to stop turning left, you have to turn the yoke to the right. Same thing with the altitude with the yoke. In fact, I find the altitude's much more finicky. The windshield for the Cessna has these two little scratches on it. You can see them kind of straight ahead. And I don't know how many times I've thought that was traffic coming at me. Okay, there's the highway to our left. And I'm going to start trimming. Yeah, there we go. Actually, that was really easy to trim out. We've got a button right on the yoke that does that. It's a nice trick with the GPS. If you put it into OBS mode for Omni Bearing Selector, you can dial in the heading of your runway, and then it will extend a line on the GPS directly from the airport along that heading. So as you're trying to come in and line up with it for the downwind, you've got your line. Altitude's a little high. .22 miles. It's definitely more finicky with altitude and trim. We do have COM2 on, not much going on. So I like the yoke, it's just taking some getting used to. It's much more engaging when flying. Yeah, I guess it's very intuitive. From driving your car, you turn the yoke left, the airplane goes left. Got really good VFR reference here to our left. One of the reasons I like flying the Chiriaco Summit is you can follow Interstate 10 which is just to our left, and then there's a set of power lines that are parallel to those. Either works, and if you just keep following them, you'll go right to the airport. "16, 8 minutes. I'm going to toggle over to the other CTAF. So we're on 122.9 now. The throttle quadrant has 3 rocker buttons that are programmable. You can have them do whatever you want. And I've got one of them set up for the landing gear, which doesn't apply to the Skyhawk here since it doesn't have retractable landing gear. But I've got the other 2 set up for toggling the comms. So one toggles COM 1 to standby and the other does COM 2. And it's nice to be able to just press a button, an actual physical button, as opposed to try to click on the little button on the 3D model in the cockpit. Flying with real weather today. It's nice. It's clear. 10-knot winds. And we've got some time, so let's check the ATIS again. I don't expect it changed much in the past 10 minutes. 118.325. So this is Jacqueline Cochran. 325. There we go.
Jacqueline Cochran RGNL weather. Wind 330 at 5. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature.
Okay, 330 at 5, still the same. No change to altimeter. We're coming up on 12, and we're on 122.9 for Chiriaco. 3,500. Chiriaco Summit traffic, Skyhawk 359 Golf Charlie, 10 miles west at 3,500, entering left downwind for runway 24, Chiriaco Summit. Pattern altitude is 2,700. We're at 3,600, so only 1,000 to drop. This should be interesting. I tried a couple landings with the yoke, and controlling the altitude is very different than the joystick. So they were kind of messy. We'll see how this goes. You know, I found this easier to trim. Usually when I'm using the joystick, I end up with a fairly low throttle, like 55-60%. And here I'm probably closer to 75, which is letting me also fly faster. Got the field in sight. It's just to the left, kind of where my propeller disc is, that red line. See a line parallel to the road there, which is Interstate 10. We're at 4 miles. Time to start descending, and I'm going to use the throttle for that. That is descending quickly. There we go. Alright. So the target for the downwind is sort of to the right of the road there. You can see a patch. Making for 2,700. I've yet to encounter anybody else at Chiriaco Summit. Not even drones. Chiriaco Summit traffic, Skyhawk 359er Golf Charlie, entering left downwind, runway 24, full stop, Chiriaco Summit. The yoke has a mic button right on it, which is awesome. Red button on the right upper part of the yoke, just click it. You can talk on the radio. Okay. Yeah, gotta fly over these mountains for left traffic. A little bit close. Yeah, we're a little bit close. It's okay. We're also losing pattern, altitude. This is the trick. This is it's really finicky for pattern. I'm sorry, for altitude. You know, you got to push and pull to get it. There's the end of the runway by the strut there, so we're about midfield. First notch of flaps, and a little bit crazy on the control there. I'm also not flying where I'm supposed to be flying, which is 10. Okay, we'll give it a little bit more, then we'll turn base. And we're going to runway 24. Chiriaco Summit traffic, Skyhawk 359er Golf Charlie, left base, runway 24, full stop, Chiriaco Summit. There it is. Speed's good. Height's a little bit high. Gotta get the 1700 to land. Chiriaco Summit traffic, Skyhawk 359er Golf Charlie, final runway 24, full stop, Chiriaco. Overshot that a little bit. Okay, get myself lined back up, 26. 24, 24, not 26. Ah. All right, here comes the fun part. A little bit high. No! That was not pretty. Off the runway. Oh, we've got an FAA report coming now. So I I made this airport. I just posted it to the forum, so all this vegetation and stuff I added, which is ironic because it just flew through the middle of it. Let's get my brakes off and try to get back onto the airport. Well, the good news is we didn't die. I was thinking about trying some of my cat ratings using the yoke, but I think I'm going to try them using the joystick for the time being, because that was a good example of why I just need more practice. Okay, we're back on the runway. It's really pulling to the right. I think the problem there was a combination of the 10-knot wind, lack of rudder control, and the non-stable approach just sent me flying. Chiriaco Summit traffic, Skyhawk 359er Golf Charlie, clear runway 24, Chiriaco. Well, that went well, except for the landing. Okay, thanks.